Our TUC Union Learn filmmaking course, we decided to set out and make a film. But we thought it might be more interesting to show people what they shouldn't do than what they should. And this is what we came up with.
Learn is the TUC's learning and skills organisation, and we help trade union members get back into education, brush up their skills and gain a real confidence from learning and knowledge.
There's a film to be made in Congress House interviewing all those new environmentalists as well, obviously. So we wanted to ask you, what do you think about the role of trade unions in modern life?
Well, I don't think anything of trade unions in modern life. They don't seem to be there. Every time I go shopping at a weekend and I see that people are working till 8 or 10 or 11 o'clock at night on Saturday, and then they're there again the following morning at 11 o'clock selling. There was a clear case for a union to really stamp its foot and put an end to it.
Yes.
Because I don't know what happens when workers without a voice, apparently, cannot have any effect on or control of their employers. And that's what seems to me to be wrong.
Trade unions are a good thing. I think they're an important part of what makes a society have different representative groups in it. I've always been a member of a trade union myself. I think it's partly for your own interests in terms of where you work and what you do, but also it means that collectively we've got a voice and that other people have, and as the world changes, I think it's even more important that people have a way of working together and making sure that working people are looked after.
That's good. What's the role of trade unions in your country?
I think you should start.
Okay, I'll be very brief. Very strong, very important, diverse, continuous.
But interestingly, the era of class struggle does seem to be over. I'm not sure who lost, but the trade unions now seem to be part of the system, meaning that they seem to be interested in stability and they are aware of the danger of inflation, so they're trying to have a measured approach to wage bargaining. So there seems to be pragmatism rather than class war going on.
Sure, well of course we are talking about a very, very small society anyway, i.e. Norway, with a population the size of a little province of the UK.
A bit bigger than Southwark.
A little bit bigger than Southwark.
I think they've lost a lot of influence and power, certainly had. There was a hangover from the Thatcher years and then the Tony Blair years. And I think it is, in a way, it didn't matter at one stage so much, but it's certainly going to matter again.
Despite this whole social democracy wave that in earnest started after the war, and where the trade union, she's been up already, and where
For me, certainly, the benefits I get from being in a union are access to advice, a sense that there's someone there if I've got anxieties or things to deal with that I can't cope with on my own.
You can speak to a
sometimes there are things that you won't be able to deal with on your own, or you want someone who's got more experience if you're dealing with people doing disputes at work or kind of contractual things.
I think the working class today are our guests, the people who come in from Pakistan, Somalia,
Sure.
Bosnia,
who
are ambitious, hardworking, and who do
Many
all the jobs
of them
and which is now feel too spoiled to do.
This is a part of a huge problem that the trade union system is not facing, namely the fact that as you are, this man is actually an economist background, so of course he understands these things. I'm just a normal simple mortal.
Being an economist,
Trade unions are trying to organise migrant workers and casual workers, but you've never heard any evidence of that.
No, and I should have thought that the scandals of employment of migrant workers on agricultural sites, for example, were They are absolutely controlled by some monster who is making money out of their labour. They have no freedom at all. They might as well be slaves. The conditions in which they live and sleep and have their being, as well as the conditions in which they work, are frankly appalling. But where have been the successive governments? They have shown no interest in this problem at all, because there seemed to be no union interest. So things get by. People make money out of other people's work.
Oh, there are enormous benefits. There's tremendous strength in working together. You know, as groups, people could sort of human rights, civil rights, working rights can be safeguarded. It seems to me absolutely a complete sort of basic part of having a civilized world.